Hey folks, it's Mad Rabbit back in Minecraft. Continuing our series on the rather large longhouse, Viking longhouse, and I'm going to unveil it now. Here it is in all its beauty and glory. Actually, it came out like probably one of the best buildings I've ever done. Maybe not the best building, but it's pretty darn good. I really like the way the roof came out, so I'm going to go over this whole thing. One thing I haven't done were the tables on the inside, how I kind of mentioned that last episode. I was going to do them. And a few things here and there I gotta do still. I guess I could just put a few more of these in here. Alright, let's just finish that off. Alright, let me just show you the whole thing. Basically went around and trimmed everything with this stuff. These slabs, stone brick slabs, came out pretty nice. A lot of wood framing on it. Kind of did like the Viking look to it with the little things popping off the end. A couple chimneys too, which I'll show you a little more detail later. Let's get an outside view of it. The hardest part here was obviously extending this so everything looked beautiful on the inside, which you'll see in a minute, and on the outside too, and keeping that little pitch perfect throughout this whole thing. So these corners were the toughest part of it. As you saw last episode where I started off just the front, just getting it started off was pretty much difficult in and of itself. But yeah, once you got to that point, it really was kind of difficult even just doing the corners. And then when I got to the next section, it's like trying to find a way to merge everything in properly. So I basically just raised it up a little bit more and redid the same design over again, or pretty much the same design. I just did that with the next section also. To see here, kind of varied things a little bit. Some wood, some stone brick slabs for the little Viking design at the back. Decided to change slightly, just so it tapered upwards from that way. It just seemed like a more appropriate choice anyway to do it like that. A lot of the windows I did trim with the fence post here, as you see. Nothing's really been done on the inside yet, but there's the second chimney, goes down to that one. And let's go take you onto the interior tour. Because the outside is just, this was a lot of work, folks. So I just want to let you know, it was a lot of work. It really was. It's not something I like doing. The roof stuff is the toughest part, okay? It really is. Just laying things down properly. It's just a big pain in the butt. And I like the results though. Once you get it done, it's just really gorgeous. Coming in here, this is the effect I wanted. Being able to look all the way up through the different tiers to the back tier. I mean, it's so far off that it's kind of hazy. So as you see here, I did a lot of work and design with the wood frames of various types. Put some of these up here just so things were lit up like more so upwards. Also, I didn't want everything to be so dark when you looked up. But I've used this element before. If you remember the house design I had, I was doing lamps and stuff like this, using the floor hatches and the glowstone. It came out pretty good. I don't know quite how you get one underneath. I think I've seen it something like that on other people's. I think there's a way to do it. I haven't been able to do it. I just did a few of those here and there, as you can see up. What I have to do here though is make that big table system. Basically probably one big long table here, then maybe some smaller type U-shaped one here. I don't know, something along those lines. So what I'm going to do, it'll probably be the last episode where I actually just tour this, but the next episode I will just quickly tour in here again, just whatever interior stuff I add. But the next episode won't be totally dedicated to this building. It'll be kind of like just showing you the finishing touches and probably just starting a new project, whatever that is. I don't know yet. But I actually put some of those glowstone things here. And they came out pretty good, just to get some floor lighting in the middle areas, which were a little dark. And this area is going to be a little dark too, obviously, where you don't have much light coming down. I never did put the pillars in here, which probably means I'm going to maybe change up the design here. This area came out decent. Again, more of the lights up there. And those different tiers you saw in there, capped everything off and put some more lights here. I think that came out pretty good. not terribly difficult to do if you guys are trying to do something similar to this yourself. Like I said, most of my series is there for inspiration, to try and inspire you guys, different building elements that you may be able to borrow and do on some of your own building projects. So that's basically this focus of this series, inspiring people to do their own thing. Let me just do that down a little bit more. Didn't quite look right. But yeah, I just capped off a couple more of those lamps. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in these areas, but I don't know. I guess I'm open to suggestions if you can think of more things. I'm thinking mostly this is going to be mainly like a bunch of series of different tables, offices, desks, and probably I will probably put in some bookshelves too. I'm not exactly sure of the design, but I will take some effort. And maybe I'll actually make a whole episode. So maybe like all interior design work, like tables, chairs, desk work, the books. If you want me to design the inside of this, like actually take an episode where I go through and do some of those things I was saying, then let me know in the comments. Because otherwise I'll just maybe just show you what I did off the air and go move on to the next project. Most likely, I'm not quite sure what the next project's going to be. Don't like the way that looks. But it'll be something. It'll be something good. Probably not this elaborate, but this came out very nice. I'm very happy with this. And so when you guys watched that one episode, a couple episodes back, where I was kind of venting my frustrations, and you have to give me a little bit of leeway here because I am putting a heck of a lot of work into a lot of these things, and I was just frustrated on a lot of things that some of this isn't recognized. You have 600 people from the other channel, they weren't watching the episodes. They just weren't, they just weren't watching them. Then I come over here and it's proof in the pudding that only 50 followed us over, 54 as of this video, and yeah, so I did have a little bit of justification for why I was a little bit irked, just tired of putting a lot of effort into these things and just not having things work out quite how I'd hoped. I don't need the adulation of people, but it'd be nice to actually be doing this for some purpose. Obviously, the whole point of putting your videos up on YouTube is to gain some sort of a viewership and inspire people, and to say you're inspiring people with what you're doing. So I am thankful for those of you that have commented in the past. Obviously, being careful to observe my rules. Yeah, somebody commented that maybe my rules are too strict. I know other people that have big name channels that actually do enforce rules very similar to mine, and they don't seem to have a problem getting subs, so I don't think that's what's hindering me. And I'm just not going to allow total chaos and just profanity and vulgarity just to run rampant here. It just, maybe to you that's just a great thing. I won't allow it. It's just, sorry, but that's just me. And I really don't think it didn't hinder before when I had the viewership. It really just, what it did was it served the purpose of keeping some of the trolls away. If they can't feed their ego if they're not getting their horrible viewpoints out. So if they're not getting their horrible viewpoints out, then you've defeated them already. So just having the comments with approval only has really just diminished greatly troll-like comments, and I'm just very happy for that. And maybe this was a good thing still to move. Maybe I get the suspicion that a lot of the people that subbed were from that one channel. Then there just a lot of them were trolls anyway. So I really do still think I would have liked more to have followed us over here, but hey, it worked out. So I just one thing I would like to ask, more people hitting the like button. I'm getting still a lot of people viewing the videos, but and following me here, and I appreciate that. I would like you guys to actually hit the like button, if you could favorite even. And some of those things do help with getting listed higher in searches and whatnot. So really, if you do, it would be appreciated. Because it just would. It would really help. And so stuff like this really just won't be going to waste if I get just not too much I get like a ho hum reaction from these things. I can just shut the channel down and just do this stuff for myself. I really, or just like greatly to diminish the amount of episodes I do, just maybe once a week or something. I mean, I really, I'm doing this for, maybe some people have an interest, and I'm not seeing a lot of good stuff on YouTube. That was sort of the point of the rant previously, and yeah, I just this is not a rant this time. This is just me talking straight, and that's it. Just so if you do like me, support me. Hit the like button. That's basically the point of what I'm trying to bring across here. It'll be a lot quicker to make the walls and stuff for this this next project, which I'm thinking this might be the next one. I don't know. I might do one or two small other buildings, or I know some people suggested maybe doing just like simple small tutorials or something. Just like maybe just how do I build a simple tower or a simple house, and like do it in like under 5 minutes of tutorial. You know me, I tend to babble, which I'm babbling now. Um, so maybe I could do something that's like super quick and super simple. Sadly, most of these buildings here are a little more complex and more time consuming. So I don't know what is the need for people, like what do you want to see? Do you want to see these things? Because if you actually watched me lay every brick in this, it would have been like 15 parts, and it would have been ultra boring. I mean, and really, you don't really want to see that. I know you don't. It's just too much. So you're better off seeing the end results and maybe a little bit of work here and there on some of these things. But I just don't know. Sometimes I really need a little more feedback from the people here. And I know we've got a greatly diminished audience now, but I'm pretty sure that some of you guys, have been watching it since we have, made the move here, and so you could be commenting or, more giving your opinion on things. Um, just as long as it's constructive and within the rules, that kind of thing. Hopefully, with this new format where I'm really just not building on air as much and just showing you more of the end products and maybe doing a few tutorials, maybe that'll be helpful. So I'm going to end. I'm already babbling. I babbled like way longer than I should have. Ending this, remember to hit that like, remember to hit the subscribe if you're new. It's totally free. All you just do is open up a free account here on YouTube and just go for it. Hit the subscribe and you'll be able to see all my new videos. With all the changes going through YouTube, I would suggest coming to the actual channel page every few days if you actually don't see a video in your sub box or something, because the way things are laid out here, I'm not really happy with the way they're laying out these new pages. Again, channel comments, I don't even know where the heck they are, where they're located. I was trying to find them, so if I don't approve the comments, I don't really, mainly because I don't know where they are. I switched back on this page to the old design, but I don't know how much longer. They may end up forcing you to take the new design, which I'm not thrilled with. Some aspects of it I like, though, a lot. So I'm not going to go into that now. We'll just end it here. And thanks for watching. This is Mad Rabbit signing off. Catch you next time, folks. Adios.